मैं हूँ सूर्यदेव। एक बात पर प्रकाश डालना चाहूंगा। अब तुम आज के एनएवी पर म्यूचुअल फंड खरीद सकते हो, मेरे ढलने से पहले का एनएवी।
BSE StAR Mutual Fund Platform, punctual like the sun.
BSE SME, turning small companies into big ones.
मैं हूँ सूर्यदेव। एक बात पर प्रकाश डालना चाहूंगा। अब तुम आज के एनएवी पर म्यूचुअल फंड खरीद सकते हो, मेरे ढलने से पहले का एनएवी।
BSE StAR Mutual Fund Platform, punctual like the sun.
The new mobile app from BSE. Now take BSE wherever you go. The new mobile app from BSE. Now take BSE wherever you go. Small companies into big ones.
मैं हूँ सूर्यदेव। एक बात पर प्रकाश डालना चाहूंगा। अब तुम आज के एनएवी पर म्यूचुअल फंड खरीद सकते हो।
BSE SME, turning small companies into big ones.
My name is Lisa Mangaldas, and on behalf of the BSE, I would like to extend a warm welcome to you to our program commemorating the launch of the BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distributors platform. May I please request everyone to take their seats as we are about to start this afternoon's proceedings. Before we start, as is the tradition at the BSE, I request everyone to join me in standing in honor of the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Today, the BSE is proud to be launching the BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distributors platform. It is with great pleasure that I now invite our respected guests to join me on the dais. Shri S. Raman, whole-time member, SEBI. Shri Leo Puri, Managing Director, UTI AMC. Shri S. Naganath, President and CIO, DSP BlackRock. Shri Vikas Sachdeva, CEO, Edelweiss AMC. Shri V. Ganesh, CEO, Karvi Computer Share. Srimati Rupa Venkat Krishnan, Secretary and Founder Member and Director, Foundation of Independent Financial Advisors. Shri Kailash Kulkarni, Chief Business Officer, L&T AMC. And Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE Limited. I'd also like to invite Shri Balasubramanian V, CBO, BSE Limited. At the BSE, we always like to begin our programs on an auspicious note, so I request our dignitaries to please join in lighting the auspicious lamp. I now invite Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE Limited, to give his welcome address.
Good evening to one and all. I welcome Mr. S. Raman, whole-time member, SEBI, Mr. Leo Puri, MD, UTIAMC, Mr. S. Nagnath, President and CEO, DSP BlackRock, Mr. Vikas Sachdeva, CEO, Edelweiss AMC, Mr. V. Ganesh, CEO, Karvi Computer Share, Srimati Rupa Venkat Krishnan, Secretary, Founder, Member, Director, FIFA, Mr. Kailash Kulkarni, CBO, L&T AMC, and all of you who took out time to attend the StAR Mutual Fund Distribution Platform launch today evening. Our StAR Mutual Fund Platform, StAR MF, is India's leading mutual fund distribution platform. It's a web-based transaction processing system with fully automated online mutual fund collection and settlement system, so popular amongst the brokers that it enjoys over 75% of the market share as of January 2014. Automated online order collection system, which can be accessed through web from anywhere. I would like to thank all the mutual funds who have connected to this platform, all the stockbrokers and registrars who have participated in this platform. I would also especially like to mention Morningstar, who has been giving this information, which is additional to the transaction processing to this mutual fund platform. Similar to the past StAR Mutual Fund platform performance, I am certain that the mutual fund distribution platform will do well in terms of being a feature-rich and highly flexible electronic trading platform. This platform will allow independent financial advisors, or mutual fund distributors as they are known, to directly buy and sell mutual fund units on the stock exchange, as against the earlier method, whereby they had to go through only registered stockbrokers. At BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distribution Platform, IFAs will need to pay just Rs 15,000 as a one-time fee to be able to hop on. There is no additional cost for the investor except for the demat charges. BSE Limited's earlier platform for stockbrokers will continue to coexist with BSE StAR MF platform. Unlike the earlier version of BSE MF platform, under this new platform, IFA's role is limited to facilitating the transaction. The units and the money will move directly from the investor's account to the MFs. This is as per the SEBI regulations. BSE is working with two of India's largest registrars, Carvi and CAMS, to offer the statement of account way of holding units, even if they are bought on the exchange, allowing more, or even if they are not bought on the exchange, allowing more investors to participate. Our MF investors, mutual fund investors, enjoy manifold benefits. The new platform offers a single location to view all the investments. At the same time, investors can also pledge the mutual fund units held by them as collateral with their brokers and also participate in other capital market activities. Additionally, pay-in timings have also been tweaked for investor benefits. I am sure that the investor and stakeholders on the BSE mutual fund distribution platform will benefit from our platform, as BSE has constantly tried to better its products and services for the betterment of its investors and to increase the investor base. Thank you very much for coming today evening.
Thank you, Shri Chauhan. Next, I invite Shri Leo Puri, Managing Director, UTI AMC, to address the gathering.
Mr. Raman, Mr. Chauhan, distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure for me to be here on behalf of UTI AMC. And I think, as many of you know, UTI AMC is firmly wedded to the IFA community, in many ways helped create the IFA community throughout its history. And so I'm personally delighted that there is this initiative being taken by the Bombay Stock Exchange to make life easier for the IFA community and thereby to greatly expand the scope for people who want to participate in the mutual fund business. It is undoubtedly one of the big challenges that the mutual fund industry faces, that the customer experience is not what it ought to be. Let me put it that way. Whereas in every other sphere of life, things have got easier for the average consumer, whether it is buying railway tickets, of course, airline tickets, shopping, even interacting with the government as regards issuance of PAN cards, filing taxes. Somehow, I do feel our industry has not made quite as great strides relative to expectations to make this experience as smooth and contemporary as possible. I think this kind of initiative is certainly a step in that direction. It will, I hope, lead to greater interest. I know there's a very small base at this point from which we are starting. And certainly at our end at UTI, we will do our best to encourage adoption of this platform. I think one issue that perhaps needs to be thought through a little bit is the linkage to the demat account. And I hope that does not become an obstacle because clearly that, as of today, that will be a limiting factor on the speed of adoption. So either we need to find a way to have, if you like, an automatic, highly low-cost, no-frills demat account opened simultaneously with people coming onto this platform, or we need to find some additional way to use this platform, even for people who may not have a demat account. But certainly I would focus on solving this potential bottleneck quite quickly, and I'm sure there are solutions so that we can ensure that the adoption of this platform is as hearty as possible. But I will simply congratulate the Bombay Stock Exchange and assure them of our full support and our continued commitment to seeing adoption on this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Leo Puri. Next, I invite Shri Vikas Sachdeva, CEO, Edelweiss AMC, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Mr. Raman, Mr. Balasubramanian, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, my colleagues from the industry, ladies and gentlemen. I'd just like to start off on a very different note now that I have the opportunity with the mic here and talk to you about three things, the common thread of which is the word cutting edge. Point number one, are you aware that Apple has launched the world's first supercomputer at a price of $2,950, and it can now get into your living room, onto your table? What does that do for the world at large? It democratizes research. It sets off a mega trend worldwide wherein people can move out of the laboratories and start doing research with a supercomputer on their table. Cutting edge point number one. Cutting edge point number two. The IFA community as we know it in this country has moved from becoming an IFA community to an IFA fraternity. I've been part of this industry for the last 20 years, and I'm amazed to see how the IFA fraternity has adopted technology. Most IFAs are more cutting edge than what we give them credit for. Point number three, when we talk about cutting edge, when we talk about technology, I think one of the aspects which is often ignored in the financial services, particularly from few specific industries, is the fact that the customer does not require as much conviction as it requires comfort and convenience. A platform like BSE StAR MF democratizes that. It is no longer the domain of a select few distributors in terms of comfort and convenience for their clients. Now the entire fraternity can use this comfort and convenience platform and democratize the way things are done. I personally believe an initiative like this is setting off a mega trend. It's a cutting edge technology. It is used to enhance the comfort and convenience, and the IFA fraternity can use it in ways we can't even dream of. I wish BSE all the very best for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Sachdeva. Next, I invite Shri V. Ganesh, CEO, Karvi Computershare, to address the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. As Vikas said, I'm also associated with the industry for the last 2 decades. There was a time way back in 1994 when the first open-ended mutual fund was launched. And people did not know whether they should allot units in 3 decimal places, 4 decimal places, 5 decimal places. NAVs could be calculated for 2 or 3 or 4. Load should be charged front end in a particular manner, exit load in a particular manner, and so on. And the statement of account hardly carried any information. And here we are today, where both investors and distributors have so many options of transacting and getting into the system seamlessly and efficiently. There used to be a time when we used to handle about 50 trades a day across about 100 plus locations. And here we are talking about, for the industry, in excess of 100,000 transactions being put through every day. I'm not even talking about the SIP. So I must congratulate BSE for launching the StAR MF platform for the distributors. We at Karvi worked very closely with BSE StAR to make this happen in terms of tight interfaces and processes. We are also largely aware of the regulator's vision to provide this convenience, not just in terms of demat, but also in terms of aggregating those units with the statement of account that is being conventionally issued, so that the end investor gets a good portfolio view. I must say that the mutual fund industry is perhaps the only industry that I can think of which runs on a T+1 settlement. So if you are on liquid funds and we throughput something like $4 to $5 billion of liquid fund transactions every day, you get your money the next day. And so far as the rest of the transactions is concerned, particularly the equity funds, we follow a T+2, T+3 settlement, which I think is quite unique. The other unique thing that I think exchanges have offered, and more so I would say for BSE being a pioneer, has been the fact that open-ended funds are hardly traded on the exchange in any part of the world. Closed-ended funds, exchange-traded funds, all of them form an important part of the exchange world, so to speak. But India has been different in many ways, and so has been the mutual fund on the exchange platform. I would once again congratulate BSE and the entire team of Ashish and his team for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Ganesh. Next, I invite Srimati Rupa Venkatkrishnan, Secretary, Founder Member and Director of the Foundation of Independent Financial Advisors, to address the gathering.
Good evening, friends. Mr. Raman, Mr. Chauhan, Mr. Balasubramaniam, and distinguished guests. FIFA applauds this initiative by BSE and to offer exchange platforms for MF distributors. This will widen the scope of each of the IFAs across to disseminate the MF products to retail investors across length and breadth of this country. Especially for IFAs, the use of technology platform can increase operation efficiencies and provide easier transaction processes and better services. However, we believe that there is a need for dissemination of the features, processes, and advantages of this platform to all the distributors in the country, so that this enables us to enhance our efficiencies. In this connection, FIFA would like to work with Bombay Stock Exchange to bring an awareness across the fellow IFAs across the country to benefit them. FIFA would also like to offer to collaborate with BSE in spreading investor awareness and education across the length and breadth of this country. And I once again congratulate BSE to give us this wonderful platform to enhance our business prospects and the growth for each of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Srimati Venkatkrishnan. Next, I invite Shri Kailash Kulkarni, Chief Business Officer, L&T AMC, to address the gathering.
They say that initiatives such as this always start on a good day. Mr. Raman, as you're aware what happened in the stock market today, it's a very, very good day for all of us. And that's something that we all... So I think the stock market kind of heard that this is going to happen today evening, and that's why they decided to give a small rally to what we expect. But with renewed hope and optimism, I think all of us are waiting for the times to come. We've seen a tough 5 years, but initiatives such as this taken by Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Chauhan, I can guarantee you will get us, I'm not talking of the next 1 million or 2 million or 5 million investors, but most important, the next 2,000 towns and cities which will come into the mutual fund fold. I think it has been SEBI's vision that we should move beyond those top 15 cities, and hopefully these initiatives such as this, wherein we can get a large number of distributors participate, we can convert more distributors who are selling other financial products because of the ease of operations. You all have done a great work in reducing the operational aspect of the small distributor and the IFA, and I'm sure that each IFA out here will take this up with a good zest. Obviously, we are here to support it in any which way you can. I just wish BSE all the best for this venture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Kulkarni. Next, it is my privilege to introduce Shri S. Raman, whole-time member at SEBI. Shri S. Raman joined the Securities and Exchange Board of India as whole-time member on December 28, 2012. He oversees the portfolio of investment management, which includes mutual funds, alternate investment funds, collective investment schemes, and foreign institutional investors, as well as enforcements, inquiries, and adjudication. Mr. Raman has overseen the creation of a new investor class with regard to foreign portfolio investors by combining foreign institutional investors, sub-accounts, and qualified financial investors. He has also spearheaded the SEBI effort to curb undesirable funds raising by several collective investment schemes. Before joining SEBI, Shri Raman served as Chairman and Managing Director of Canara Bank from September 2010 to September 2012. During his tenure, the bank raised almost 2,000 crore rupees of equity capital through a QIP issued in March 2011, resulting in the bank becoming one of the best capitalized public sector banks in India. Shri Raman spent a major part of his career in Bank of India, where he had 2 stints overseas at Jersey in the UK from 1983 to 1987, and as Chief Executive of the US operations from June 2005 to October 2008, before moving to Union Bank of India as Executive Director. Shri Raman is a postgraduate and a gold medalist in economics. He also holds a diploma in business management, besides being a certified associate of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, London, and the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, Mumbai. Mr. Raman has attended several prestigious programs globally at renowned institutions such as the Stanford University Graduate School of Business and the Harvard Business School. I now invite Shri S. Raman, whole-time member SEBI, to give his keynote address.
Managing Director, Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Chauhan, Mr. Puri, MD UTI, dignitaries on the dais, and invitees, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, the very happy news, congratulations on the Sensex reaching an all-time high. So, we already clapped once. These things do not happen that frequently, so it is worth a second clap. Wonderful. And let me start off by congratulating the BSE on starting this mutual fund distribution platform. It's a very investor-friendly measure, as already explained by some of my previous speakers. The entry into the platform was only through brokers earlier. Now it is going to be through the IFAs directly. So it is going to be, hopefully, a very game-changing type of measure. 48,000 IFAs, or 49,000, almost 50,000, you could say. I would increase the number by 1,000. So 50,000 entrants, people going into this system, I'm sure is going to make a tremendous amount of difference. Somebody has already spoken about the increasing the reach of the mutual fund industry beyond B15, and somebody was mentioning 2,000, 3,000 centers. I think this is one measure which may as well give a great fillip to that. We were just having a little chat before the program. Earlier, when the Sensex would rise, there will usually be a rush to join the mutual funds or invest in the stock market itself on the part of retail investors. This time, the experience has been slightly different. Every time it is increasing, people have found it an exit route rather than an entry route. So this is something which all of us have to deeply ponder as to why it's happening. And so so far as the SEBI is concerned, we are extremely keen and concerned that the number of retail folios is constantly dipping over the last 2-3 years. And hopefully, of course, things will change. But as an industry, it's important for the players to ponder very deep and hard as to why the retail customers are not coming in. So industry has to think deep and hard. From the SEBI side, of course, we have been constantly thinking about what we can do as a regulator to promote investments from the retail segment. Because you would have seen several newspaper articles about the long-term vision which the SEBI has pictured. We really expect that the total AUM should be almost 20 trillion within 5 years' time, from about 9 trillion now. There are 2-3 things. Of course, when you look at 9 trillion, one may get a sense of comfort that, well, the industry is actually increasing in size constantly and is growing at a good rate. But slightly underneath the surface, if you just do some amount of little peeping into the underneath the surface, a lot of growth has been there essentially on the debt segment. The equity segment has been by and large not growing at the way it ought to. out of 9 lakh crores, or 9 trillion, 1.75, 1.79 is the size of the equity segment. And a lot of it is actually in the FMPs growingly. The approval requests which come to SEBI is also predominantly the FMPs. So, as an industry, I think we need to think very deep and hard. There is some amount of tax arbitrage essentially in the FMPs. Already articles have started appearing in the newspapers as to whether there is any logic for having that tax arbitrage. So, industry should grow despite whatever happens. So that is a challenge before the industry, which is led by very wonderful people. I'm sure everyone is very deeply conscious of that. Anyway, I drifted into the mutual funds. Of course, it's the day of the BSE for having started this platform. BSE has been one of our very great organizations which has done India proud, more than 135 years, and then great amount of achievements. It has symbolized, and in fact continues to symbolize the stock market by the building. Yeah? So it's an iconic organization, iconic structure, iconic building, iconic exchange, and many of the things which the BSE does make India proud. So I compliment Ashish Chauhan and his entire team, and I wish that this platform will be used very intensively by IFAs and investors all across the country, and it will be one good measure which would help the mutual fund industry to grow at a brisker rate than what it is going right now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shri Raman. Next, I'd like to invite Shri S. Nagnath, President and CIO, DSP BlackRock AMC, to address the gathering.
Mr. Raman, Mr. Chauhan, distinguished members on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to congratulate the BSE on the launch of the BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distributors platform. As a platform that harnesses the power of technology and the geographic reach of the BSE, I'm sure this platform will be welcomed enthusiastically by distributors and investors alike across the country. So once again, my congratulations to the BSE on the launch of this platform. Thank you.
Thank you. I now request Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, BSE Limited, to present mementos to our esteemed guests to commemorate this special occasion. Shri S. Raman, whole-time member, SEBI. Shri Leo Puri, MD, UTI AMC. Shri S. Naganath, President and CIO, DSP BlackRock AMC. Shri Vikas Sachdeva, CEO, Edelweiss AMC. Shri V. Ganesh, CEO, Karvi Computershare. Srimati Rupa Venkatkrishnan, Secretary, Founder Member and Director, FIFA. And Shri Kailash Kulkarni, CBO of L&T AMC. I would now like to invite Shri Balasubramaniam V, Chief Business Officer of BSE Limited, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good evening to all of you. To start with, I would like to thank Shri S. Raman, old-time member SEBI, Shri Leo Puri, UTI AMC MD, Shri S. Nagnath, DSP BlackRock Mutual Fund President and CIO, Shri Vikas Sachdeva, Edelweiss AMC CEO, Shri V. Ganesh, Karvi Computershare CEO, and Srimati Rupa Venkatkrishnan, FIFA Secretary and Founder Director, Shri Kailash Kulkarni, L&T Mutual Fund Chief Business Officer, and Shri Ashish Chauhan, and all and everyone present here to have taken out the valuable time and joined us on this momentous occasion, the launch of the StAR Mutual Fund Distributor Platform. I think we started the mutual fund distribution platform almost 2.5 years back. And since then, we have come a long way, and we actually emerged as the preferred exchange with almost over 80% market share as we talk in February 2014. With the launch of the mutual fund distribution segment today, all IFAs now can access the electronic exchange platform. As Mr. Raman mentioned, almost close to 50,000 IFAs, we hope can use this platform effectively in a very cost-efficient and technology-effective manner. Also, on the BSE StAR Mutual Fund platform, we have tied up with Morningstar to provide research, which again shall be available to all investors free of charge. The biggest advantage for investors now is the freedom from the cumbersome procedure of manually filling mutual fund application forms for both purchases and redemption by just simply using a browser platform or a mobile platform to click their order, both for purchase as well as redemption. Also, there is no separate requirement for KYC if they are already transacting on the dematerialization form. BSE, with its world-class technology infrastructure processes, approximately handles about 20 crore orders a day across various segments. And it will take all steps to ensure that the mutual fund industry gets the latest and the best facilities, which will help the distributors focus on their business, and all the technological complexity will be managed at the center by BSE. The BSE StAR MMF platform enables transparency to investors by instantly confirming transactions on his mobile or on his email. The MFD model also de-risks the investor from settlement risk as he directly settles with the clearing corporation. We are positive that the BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distribution Platform at BSE, under the due compliance and the direction of SEBI, will prove to be an excellent establishment and a great opportunity for all the users in this segment. We also want to thank all the AMCs who have joined the BSE StAR MF, and also assure them that the BSE will continue to partner with the MF industry and their industry body and me to expand the industry size in the most optimal and efficient manner. We thank all the mutual fund distributors who have joined us in this platform, and as some of the previous speakers said, we'll spend quite a lot of time in terms of investor education in popularizing this particular platform. And we'll be working with like-minded associations like FIPA as well. Let me also thank my colleagues in BSE, ICCL, Marketplace Technologies, CDSL, who have worked together to make this project successful. I will also like to thank all the registrars and the depositories, both NSDL and CDSL, to again work with us on this mutual fund platform. And let me also thank the media persons who are here. On behalf of BSE, again, I would like to thank all the honorary guests for joining us today, and I look forward to the continuous support. Thank you.
May I now request our respected dignitaries to please move towards the gong as Shri S. Raman, whole-time member SEBI, rings the bell. I now invite Shri S. Raman, whole-time member SEBI, to inaugurate the BSE StAR Mutual Fund Distributors platform by keying in an order entry. Many thanks to all our special guests this afternoon for their remarks, and sincere thanks to all of you for being such an excellent audience. I now request you to please stay for tea, and I wish you a very good day ahead. Thank you.